Hi there, it's Jen Tinline. It is Friday, November 8th. Welcome to my live video. I am here in my Stampin' room and I'm going to make a card for you from start to finish. So if this is your first time joining me, what I like to do every Friday is go and live and make a card, a Stampin' Up card or a project. Actually today I have a card to show you, and then at the end I have a project, so stay tuned for that. But what I like to do first is do a draw for what I made the week before. So last week, I'm sorry, that's my cat meowing, who just wanted in the room before we started and now wants out, of course. I made this card on the live, but I showed you this card, which was a little bit stepped up with some ribbon and a bit of a taller tree. So I'm going to do a draw. Actually, I'll do a draw for this card because it was the one that seemed to be the more popular, the taller version of the tree. So what I do is if you commented, liked, or shared, then you're in my draw automatically. And what I'll do is I'll just share my screen, and here we go. So if you comment, like, or share, you're in the draw. I just got to find the draw thing. Here it is. And as long as you are Canadian and not a demonstrator, you can win. So let's just see. Christine Talguy, I believe you fit that role. So let's just see here. I will reach out to you, Christine. And congratulations. Now I have a surprise. I have another draw because the card that I drew for on October 25th, this one here, let me just move these ones out of the way. Oh, by the way, don't forget there was this pretty envelope that came with it too. It was a demonstrator who I drew their names. So I'm going to redraw. So I just need to scroll back up here and change this to the 25th. Here we go. How come there's not one on the 25th? Did I get the date wrong? October 25th. Sometimes it doesn't do it to me in order. Here we go, 25. Oh yeah, because I did it at noon. Okay, so like I am today, because I have a meeting later today. So let me just get the comments for that one. And let's try this again. So again, Canadian and not a demonstrator, and then you can get in on the draw for this. So Judy said she's glad I'm feeling better. Yeah, I was sick there for a little bit and headache last week. Oh my goodness, it was quite the week. Anyways, stopping the share, coming back here. I see hello to a bunch of people. Now, for some reason, it's not showing me your names today. I don't know why. So just type in your name in the comment and then I'll know why. It may have reset or something. You have to give StreamYard permissions, so maybe it's reset it or something. Anywho, let's jump over right to the desk, and I'm going to get started. So hello to whoever is joining me, a few of you. And if you're watching the replay later, just let me know. I just realized this camera is not quite straight. There, that's a bit better. I think it's my stand that's not straight. Here we go. Oh, that makes me happier to have those the wood all lined up. Okay, so first I want to start with showing you the paper I'm going to use because I'm going to die cut it right away. And it is this paper, Snowy Scenes. So if you have this mini catalog, it's in here. If not, you can see it online. Or if you want a copy, just let me know. I'll pop one in the mail to you as long as you're Canadian and you don't have a demonstrator that you're currently working with. So it's this stamp set Snowy Wonder, which I'm going to pull out in a second, and this lovely paper that goes with it. So this paper is pretty cool. Now you can see mine's all in bits and pieces here because I've used lots of it. So I'll try and pull out some of the bits so you can see. And I've got a couple things to show you extra at the end to show you. So I did make a card with this plaid a couple of weeks ago. There's some nice scenery on the background. Let's just see if I can pull out some of the bits and pieces, some stripes, some snow. There's some holly. I'm just going to pull it all out here. There's some little penguins. Can't grip anything today. How cute are those? Those can be cut out. There's little trees on the background. I like the petal pink color on here. Here we go. Here's a couple pieces I haven't used yet. Some nice stripes. There's the penguins again. And then there's all these snow globes. So this is what I'm going to use today. So here's a page with snow globes on it. So in the stamp set, I'll just pull that out right now. This is the Snowy Wonder. So there's the stamp set and then the dies. You can get it together as a bundle for 10% off. But there is a couple of dies that will cut out the different size snow globes. So this is one of the sizes, and this is the other size, what I'm going to use today. And there's the base, and then it cuts out all the other pieces of the stamp set, plus there's some extra snowflakes and a bunch of stuff. So you can see it cuts out exactly this and the base. So that's kind of fun. There's also a page here of smaller snow globes, which I have somewhere. Let me just pull all this aside and maybe it will just appear. Here it is. I knew it would. Well, a part of it anyways. So they're even smaller, which is kind of cute. So here, comparison in size, like that. So there's no dies that cut those out, but they're pretty easy to hand cut, which I will show you at the end because I've got a project made with one of those. Okay, so what I did to start was I took this piece. Now it's 12 by 12, so great for scrapbookers, especially if you want to use that side. That was a hard decision what side to use, but what I did was I just cut it down a few lines so it would fit in my machine. Okay, so you can see here that I have already cut some out. So I'm going to do the same with this one, and I'm actually going to pull my machine in today and do it. I don't always do it right in front of you, but I am going to today. So let me just grab that. And I got to pull the camera up so you can actually see. So hold on. Okay. So June Sheldrake. Hello, June. Thanks for saying your name. I'm not sure why it's not showing me names today. Okay, so I've got here plate 1. This is all comes with the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Plate 2, plate 3. You can see mine is very beat up, but still works great. And then I'm going to put this in. And I've got here some tape. I have this on my website. It's an Amazon product. It's removable tape. It's under my thing, products, and then Jen recommends. And I love it because it just allows you to tape things on so they don't move and then easily peels off again. Pretty inexpensive. Lasts a long time. You can even reuse the tape. So I'm going to do this one. I did something different for my sample, so I'll be able to show you 2 of them. And then I'm going to grab, it's going to be hard to put this die right there right now. I'll be able to use that piece later, but for now, let's just cut out this one. And oh, got it, get it there. And hello to Nicole. Yay, Nicole's here. I always love it when Nicole's here. Okay, so I'm going through here my machine, throwing my tape on the floor. You can see I've saved a piece of tape right there to reuse again. Okay, so that's all there is to it. Let's get this out of the way and get all these bits and pieces out of the way. So then this is just going to peel off like so. See, it doesn't damage the paper at all. So there's our globe. And there's our bottom of our globe. So you can mix and match them. I mean, this one had the blue on there, but you can do it whatever way you want. So before I lose anything, I'm going to put these away. I'm just going to save the tape right there. Okay. This is actually turning out to be one of my favorite little stamp sets from the mini catalog. Just because there's so many bits and pieces in it, right? All the snowman, the penguin, the house, the mountains. Like I said, I did something a couple weeks ago with that. Okay, so, and of course I'm going to save this because I've got all bits and pieces I can reuse. So the other thing I did was I took this folder. It is called, oops, and I'm up high still. Hold on, I'll come back down. Yay. This folder here, which is Snowflake 3D embossing folder. It's not shown in the catalog, but it is available. You just have to look in the store to see it. And it does these lovely snowflakes. So I'm going to show you. I did pre-do this part on the machine just so I didn't have to pull out other plates. And I'll pull it up high so you can see it. Now you may be wondering why there is 2 colors of cardstock here. And I am going to show you what this is. So she's looking for her thing here. Very cute stamp set and paper, then Nicole said. Thank you, Nicole. Yeah, it is super cute. If you like cute, it's cute. So what I did was I grabbed this thing, which is a scrapbooking kit. These are new. Well, I mean, it's been in the catalog for a month now. But it's got all those papers that I showed you. Plus, it's got some solid paper packs, including this pool party one. And let me just pull this one. And these pieces here, which are like stickers, pretty much, but cardstock quality. And they tell you layouts and stuff. So very cool. So I took this. Now you can actually buy a whole package of this. It's called, I'm going to get this wrong now. I'm going to look it up, actually, so I don't get it wrong. I was going to call it coarse cardstock, but that's not what it is called. But it is, why I want to call it that is, I'm just looking it up here on the side. Two-tone, that's what it is. Called two-tone. So there's one color on one side and the other color on the other side. So what it is this is like the regular pool party. I'm going to get a piece to show you. Like that. I'm just going to pop back here. Sorry. Darker one. They don't even look exactly alike. One of them, one side is like the regular pool party color, and then the other side is a shade lighter or darker. It looks like it's the lighter version, especially on the camera, it's showing up lighter. So, and in the middle of that paper, there is a white core. So like I said, you can get this individually. I have it actually up on the screen here. I wonder if I can copy that in here. Let's see here. Let's see if I can copy it into the comments myself. Oh, it looks like I can. Maybe. Anyways, we'll see if it shows up. I just borrowed this from the scrapbook paper because I can always put it back. And what you can do with this is go ahead and emboss this paper. And then you can take something like a sanding block. So this is just a block for like nails or something, like a really light sanding block. And you can sand away the top layer to expose the white core. So there you can see that part is done already. How cool is that? This part is done and the part on the right is not, but you can see it's exposing that white core. So it is, I don't know if you can hear me over the sanding, so I'm going to not talk for a second. But look at that. It's now exposed all that white core and you can see all that cool embossing in behind, and it's textured on top of it, which is very cool. So isn't that neat? So you can decide what version you want, which side you want. So I've embossed one on each side. So we can check it out. I think the darker shows up better, but it's still very cool on both of them. You definitely have that white look, which is super cool. So that is the two-toned cardstock, and there are a few different cardstocks that have that color, that have that. In fact, I'm going to just do a search here too. Two-tone. Yeah, so there's a bunch of colors that were there from close to my heart, so they're not Stampin' Up colors, but Stampin' Up colors, they have real red, they've got assortment of autumn, assortment of Halloween, assortment of snow day, garden green, basic black, and the pool party. Those are all available in two-tone, so those are kind of fun. Even if you rip those papers, you get a cool look too. Anyways, I digress. Let's stick with the dark one for this card. And I've got a piece of basic white here. Now there's a little bit of sanding dust here, but not much, because that's a pretty fine sanding paper I used. Now I can't see myself anymore. Okay, so I'm going to fold this in half. So is that cool? Have you seen those papers before? You didn't have seen them, so I thought I'd show that today. Fold that basic white in half, and I've got here a piece of I gotta think about it for a second. Poppy Parade, that's the color I'm looking for. Poppy Parade, that because that's the color that's in the cardstock. So that is cut at 5 1/4 by 4. So I'm gonna stick that onto my card base. Oh, I apologize. I must be getting a delivery or something. The dog is going crazy. Here we go. If your tape ever doesn't work, just give it a little roll like I did, and that'll get it started again. So this is gonna fit on here. Nice 1/4 inch difference in size, which gives you a nice 1/8 inch border. And then I'm going to do the same here. So if you're not sure about sizes and stuff, make sure you sign up for my newsletter, and then you'll get a little document that talks to you about sizes. So I'm going to put that there. So this is nice. This folder's, it's got more snow at the top, and then it sort of fades out to less snow, which is kind of cool. I'll just pop that banner up on here so you can see that. Okay, so the other thing I want to do here is I'm going to take this and a blending brush and my pool party ink, and I have pre-cut a little tag, and that is from this stamp set, Greetings of the Season, with this bundle. I've used this before. It's got all these great words and a bunch of different shapes that will fit the sayings. So I've got here Just Mary, and I'm going to use the Poppy Parade, which matches, and I'm going to stamp the word Mary on this little tag, just like so. Mary. And I'm going to take my pool party and I'm going to add a little bit of ink here. I need a piece of scrap paper. This is my to-do list. So I'm going to use that. Perfect scrap paper. So I'm going to grab this in here. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything. That looks so much easier than what I did using the emboss folder on white cardstock and then use brayer. Yeah, I mean, that works too, but it's a lot easier when you use core paper for sure. Okay, so I'm just brushing that off a little bit. But what you did works too. In fact, the other project that I did, I actually did what you said. I didn't use a brayer. I used just the ink pad and I swiped it over. It's a little messier, but this is certainly a lot easier. And it's kind of fun actually to shave off that cardstock. So I'm just adding some depth to this by adding a little bit of blue around the edges to make it look more like a globe. I'm just swirling in here from the scrap paper and adding that bit of blue in here. Okay, so again, it just gives it more depth. It's very subtle. So let me show you the before and after here of this one. So that's very white looking. So I'm just adding some color by adding a little bit of pool party around the edge. So if you ever find that it's looking kind of plain, just sponge around the edges a little bit. That totally gives it a bit more. It's hard to see because my lights are very bright, but I will post this. I keep saying I'm going to post them and I never get around to it, but I'm going to post them, I promise. So you can see it more from a photograph, I think. Okay, so I'm going to put this together. Pretty simple to put together. So I'm just going to grab my tape and I want to roughly see where this is going to go. And don't forget, I'm going to show you my original sample after because I used a different globe, so you can check that out. And then I have another sample to show you too. And then I'm going to use dimensionals for this part, again, just to give it that look of the globe more. So what is everyone up to this weekend? Anything exciting? I think I'm doing a Stampin' Up conference today and tomorrow. So that'll keep me busy for a little bit. Just move these out of the way. I just put dimensionals on the back of that piece too. So that's this afternoon and tomorrow afternoon. So that's exciting. It's all online, which is nice. And not nice in the sense that you don't get to see people, but like in person, but nice that I don't have to travel. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm going to take my silver thread. Now, last week I used the gold. So this is the same package. This gold and silver trim comes in gold and silver. It's nice, really thin ribbon, 1/8 of an inch. And I'm going to stick that through there. Hello to I know who that is without even telling me. My just so you know, Lisa, the StreamYard isn't showing me your names today for some reason. I'll see them after the live is finished. It always shows after, but I can tell because of your cat and your purple heart. So hello, Lisa. Adding that bit of blue really makes it look like glass. Yes, it does. That's another good reason to do it. See, geez, didn't even think of that. Okay, so I'm just going to tie this here and tie it into a little bow. Nothing fancy, just a little bow. So I always tie a big, loopy, ugly bow first and then just pull it back. And I always leave it on the spool so that I don't cut off more than I need to. Okay. A little bit more. So now I have a very cute little bow. Cute. And then I'm going to take my scissors, and I have one pair of scissors I reserved just for ribbon. I'm going to trim that. Okay, and peel off the dimensionals. Ta-da. And this looks a little different than my sample, so that's good actually. Actually, you know what? Let's make it completely different. Oh, I should have put the word the other way if I was going to do that, but no. Okay, we'll just do it like that. And then I did take one of the other dies from that set, a snowflake, and cut it. I also cut it out of the core paper. There was a little scrap, so I cut it out of that. Now, if I can figure out where I threw my sanding block. Here it is. I'm going to sand this a little bit too, so you can see it's quite blue right now. So I'm going to just, because there's no raised parts on it, it's going to be a little harder to sand this. I should be able to, maybe if I bend it a little bit, I can at least get the middle. Kind of bent over my fingertip there. Oh yeah, hoping the camera will focus on that. You can see the middle is now white. Okay, so that's good enough. Just again, just a little bit of something, something. And I'm gonna grab a glue dot and We'll stick that on there. Did it actually go? Yep. I'm just going to add that there. Okay, and we're not done yet. It's super cute, but we're not done yet. Gotta add some bling. As you guys know, I always gotta have the bling. So I'm gonna use my fine tip glue pen. And I'm going to use, not my fine tip glue pen, my fine tip glue pen. And I'm going to use these white loose snowflakes, which again, I have used before. They're very pretty. All tons of them, big ones, little ones in there. And I'm going to pull out my take a pick tool as well. And I'm going to just add some glue dabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and then this goes back by inserting this little piece. Yeah, I'll do it after. And I'm going to add, here we go. So I'm going to use my take a pick tool, take it up, pop it onto there, hold it for a second. Here we go. I will look at your comments there in a second. And this is pretty subtle. You may not see it too much in the camera, but you definitely can see it in person. It's quite 3D. So there's 5. So I'm just gonna push them down for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let me just give that another minute to dry, and I'll put this thing away. So what you want to do is you need to insert. Hopefully it's going to show there. This end into this end, and then that keeps it from drying out. So I find if I just, and I don't know how much the camera will focus on there, just hold that firmly, stick it in. There we go. Not too bad. Better than threading a needle. Okay, so hello. Someone says you never think those colors would go together, but wow, seriously. Now that brings me into the color wheel, of course. You can always use the color wheel to pick colors. So here's our card. So hopefully you can see, I'm going to turn it so you can see the 3D. Ooh, there we go. I hope you can see the 3D part. I'll bring in the other piece there in a second, and my color wheel, which is always right nearby. It's gotten buried underneath here. But I'll bring in the other one. I do have one of these. It's not assembled. Mine is hiding somewhere. And I'm going to do a draw from anyone who places an order of $100 this month for a color wheel. So a color wheel will help you determine colors. Now I just took these from the paper, but you would actually see that these colors would be in one of the color schemes as well. Plus, like I said, just from the paper. So there is mine. Now here's the other one I made. So again, with the same idea, we got a little 3D snow going on there and the white two-tone paper. So I just took a different snow globe and did that. So how cute is that? So again, super easy, quick cards that you could make. You could even, not emboss this to make it easier. You could not add embellishments. You could add a straight tag, but you would have all sorts of snow globes you could cut out of that designer series paper. And if you didn't get the dies, you could even hand cut them. These are pretty easy to hand cut. Because it's just one little curve and then those little pieces, and you can mix and match the bases however you like. I picked the yellow one to go with the little yellow feet there, but super cute. Let me show you another card that I made that is with the same papers and stuff, but it's a little stepped up. So it's a shaker card. So when I shake it, and it's got all the little snow pieces in there. My lights are glaring on the acetate, but it's super fun. But so it's another paper from the same set that I've just used to make a little thing, and I've cut the little bottom part out of a piece of wood grain paper and do a little sponging on it too. So super cute. And I got one more thing to show you, which is adorable. Can't wait to show you. Okay, so first, before I show it to you, I got to show you this. So these are gift bags combo pack, and I think they're $13.75 maybe, and they're 16 little gift bags. So they come like this. So here's 8. There's 8 of these, and so they just open up like this. Super cute. And then you can put little treats in there, little jewelry maybe, something like that, and then decorate it or whatever. So this one's bigger. I'll show you. You can put little snacks in there. Let me show you this one here. It's even bigger. Look at that. But popcorn would be cute in there. And then you can fold that over or decorate it or whatever. So I decorated one. So it goes cute. Those are in the online store. So here is my one that I decorated. with one of the tinier globes. How cute is that? And again, using colors you wouldn't think would go together. So this is blush, Petal Pink and Pool Party, and then the Poppy Parade again. And then I'm using some of that cute Poppy Parade pom-pom ribbon, and then some of that silver again. And then of course those little snowflakes again. How cute is that? So you could put whatever you want in there. Leftover Halloween treats. I mean, who has those, right? So there's all my things we made with that cool paper. That paper again is from, the mini is missing me too. Snowy Scenes is what it's called. It's missing, but this is the stamp set, Snowy Wonder. Trying to see if I can find it under here. Oh, it's all, here it is. And there's my color wheel. All buried underneath. So there's my color wheel. Let's just do this one first. So there's actually some other cute projects. This is on page 33 of the mini. So that paper right there is the Snowy Scenes designer series paper. Let me just show you this really quick. So here we can actually swing around to Pool Party. And you can see here that it gives you can have analogous colors, so colors in the same color scheme, or you can go opposite the color wheel. So you can see here Pool Party, and we get Poppy Parade over on this, like opposites basically are kind of cool together. So you can see like this. Actually, it's pointing to Cherry Cobbler, but Poppy Parade works, and it gives you some color through on the back too. So kind of cool. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. And super cute. Love the mini snowflakes. Nicole, love the shaker card wheel. Thank you guys for putting your names there. Love the penguin. I know, isn't he cute? Very cute. So yeah, you can see this is just a little bit more elegant with the houses than the penguin, and then there's the snowman. There's so many things you can do with that paper. So cute. Okay, so if you haven't made your cards yet, that would be great paper to make cards with, because you can basically cut out most of the bits and pieces. So anyways, guys, that is all I have for you today. I'm wishing you a wonderful weekend, whatever you're doing. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you again next week. Don't forget to like, comment, and share so you get in the draw to win the card I just made. Okay, take care, guys. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye now.